Yes, this is the story of my mom, Ann Bryant, and it happened mostly in this house on South Humboldt Street. Guess who that is? Yep, it's my dad, Hank Bryant, just coming home from work. Dad really loved this house, and he also loved his wife, despite her having just a couple of little quirks. Mom occasionally didn't like having her picture taken, although she apparently didn't mind her palms being filmed. Did you know she invented that phrase, talk to the hand? And did you also know that she and my little sister Mary wanted to be professional wrestlers? Well, apart from perfecting an awesome headlock, Mom was also an expert photobomber. Here she is doing her impression of Miley Cyrus. Yeah, Mom was always good at that sticking out her tongue thing, but that was just a part of who Mom was. She was a fun person to be around. She was always cutting up, always laughing and joking, and always looking for the humor in everything. And one place where Mom laughed a lot was in the kitchen. She was a great cook and enjoyed preparing meals for all of us, and she prepared a gazillion of those over the years. Here's Mom doing her take on famed TV chef Julia Child.
Let's do another cooking lesson like we did at Christmas. Ah! And there's the cook feeding the booze again. Having a great time in the kitchen here on this Father's Day. What's the day today, Jan? I should put my little...
16th.
It's 6:09 p.m.
6/16/96.
This is the bread.
Oh wait, no, this is the one.
Oh.
Wrong one.
Okay.
Julia.
This is the bread.
This is the bread.
Mama Nita's bread. Mama Nina's bread.
Yes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It will go in the oven now.
Oh.
450 degrees.
Can you tell us that in Italian?
No, I don't speak a word of it.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. All I say is ciao, ciao bambina. Ciao.
I know manja.
Manja, 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 manja.
Okay. You can just
And
understand
now the bread is going into the oven.
At the 450 degrees.
Molto bene. Very nice. As Julia would say.
Gee, Mom should have been on the Food Network. But I think it might have seemed a bit strange to have an Italian chef who couldn't speak Italian with a Russian accent. And when Mom wasn't cooking or laughing, she was probably crying. She was a natural-born crier. Mom would cry when she was happy, or listening to Andrea Bocelli, or 100 other reasons. But greeting cards would always do it. Just give her a card on her birthday, Mother's Day, Christmas, etc., and watch those eyeball faucets open up.
Son, you're not going to make me cry. Oh.
Oh no?
Oh, no. No, you're not. I'm going to finish this. I started early this morning, and here I am still going strong. But I have no more tears left, I don't think.
Your eyes are going to dry up.
I know.
was something else that would make Mom cry a lot, and they weren't always tears of joy, and that was her kids. Mom and Dad were Catholic, so of course they were under strict orders to just keep cranking them out. There on the far right side is half of my sister Carol. She was the firstborn. Then Steve and Susie, followed by me and my brother Mark, and lastly Mary, for a total of 3 boys and 3 girls, just like the Brady Bunch. There was nothing in her life that Mom loved more than hanging out with her kids, grandkids, and extended family.
My mama loves me, she loves me. She get down on her knees and hug me. Oh, she loves me like a rock. She rocked me like a rock, oh baby, she love me. She love me, love me, love me, love me. Love me like a rock. She love me, love me, love me, love me. Love me like a rock. Love me like a rock. Love me like a rock.
Yep, Mom really loved her family and always enjoyed being together with them. But there was one particular member of her family that Mom had very special feelings for. This guy, Hank Bryant. He was a Tennessee country boy and she was a city girl from Boston. Some might have thought that wasn't the greatest basis for a long-term relationship, but Mom and Dad were married for nearly 65 years.
You may think that I'm talking foolish. You've heard that I'm wild and I'm free. You may wonder how I can promise you now this love that I feel for you always will be. But you're not just time that I'm killing. I'm no longer one of those guys. As sure as I live, this love that I give is gonna be yours until the day that I die. Oh baby, I'm gonna love you forever, forever and ever, amen. As long as old men sit and talk about the weather, as long as old women sit and talk about old men. If you wonder how long I'll be faithful, just listen to how this song ends. I'm gonna love you forever and ever, forever and ever, amen. I'm gonna love you forever and ever, forever and ever, forever and ever, forever and ever, amen.
After my dad passed away, Mom began to get very forgetful, to the point where it wasn't a good idea for her to live independently anymore. So together we found Mom a new home at Atria Hillsdale, an assisted living facility, where she lived for the next 2.5 years. While it wasn't like the home she had been used to, all her needs were taken care of. She made a lot of new friends and enjoyed the activities Atria provided. And although Mom was now without her soulmate, She was determined to continue living her life to the fullest, with enthusiasm, good humor, and a lot of spirit.
I'll walk alone, because to tell you the truth, I'll be lonely. I don't mind being lonely when my heart tells me you are lonely too. I'll walk alone, they'll ask me why, and I'll tell them I'd rather. There are dreams I must gather, dreams we talked of the night you held me tight. I'll always be near you wherever you are each night. In every prayer, if you call, I'll hear you. No matter how far, just close your eyes and I'll be there. Please walk alone and send your love and your kisses to guide me till you're walking beside me. I'll walk alone.
Over time, Mom's dementia continued to progress, and she gradually deteriorated, both mentally and physically. She came to need more assistance than Atria could offer, so we were very fortunate to be led to a wonderful couple, Terry and Al Sandoval, who were already taking care of several older ladies in their home. They graciously took Mom in, gave her her own room, and took exceptional care of her, making sure that Mom always felt safe, secure, and loved. During this final year of her life, Mom never lost her sense of humor. She always knew her children and delighted in spending time with them.
Someday soon you will see by the light of day that someday soon all your worries will fade away. Keep holding on to the love that has made you strong, and someday soon heartache will all be gone. Someday soon you will get to be your best, and someday soon you will finally get some rest. Keep holding on to the love that came your way, and someday soon shadows will fall away.
As Mom's condition worsened, she was still able to enjoy simple pleasures. Her favorite music, the light and warmth from the sunlight filling her room, and the songs of birds in nearby trees. But what she always enjoyed most were visits from her kids. especially when we were still able to occasionally take Mom out for a while. Although her world had greatly changed and became much smaller, Mom maintained her will to live, most of all, I think, for our sake. Towards the end, Mom was losing her ability to communicate. The last conversation I was able to have with my mom was very brief, yet very meaningful. I was simply holding her hand and said, "I love you, Mom." And then, to my surprise, in a voice barely audible, she replied, "I love you, and I always will." In looking back on that final exchange, it seemed to me that those few spoken words pretty much summed up my mom's life. She was always grateful to God for her life, and she spent it simply loving everyone. It didn't matter who it was, family, friend, or stranger. She just loved them all. And if you were fortunate enough to be a part of Anne Bryant's life, you always knew she loved you, because she would demonstrate that love at every opportunity, in most everything she did and said, especially, "I love you, and I always will." In the end, for anyone, there can be no greater legacy than that.